Let me hit record. What's up, y'all? First and foremost, let me say what's up to everybody who came through. Andrea, Ariel, Bless 13, Carmel, Charmaine, Creed, D. Curry, Evelyn, Gigi, Grace, iMelanis, iPhone, Jabri, Jesse, K, Kasia, Kiana, Carrie, Karaya, Laquan, Luther, Mayer, Oak Cliff, Quinn, Rothschild, Robert, Sam, Shirlita, Slim, TB, Tara, Tiffany, Tracy, Urgent Drain, Zaytoven, Yvette, and Zoom User. What up? All right. We're going to go over trade journals and the importance of them, okay? Because this is the one thing that it's a lot of stuff that like across all traders, it benefits you, right? If you talk about, using an EMA, for example, talking about EMAs, teaching EMAs doesn't really benefit everybody because not everybody uses it, right? This is something that's universal, regardless of if you're trading day trading, scalping, you trading stocks, options, crypto, Forex, whatever you're trading, having a trading journal is going to be one of the most pivotal things that will help you secure your success because you can identify easily with backed up proof from your own trades what makes you more successful and what makes you less successful, right? And keep in mind that in everything we do, that's always how it goes, right? Right. So we're going to look at this and we're going to make sure that y'all are doing things that are making you more successful. Okay. So I put this link in the general chat. You all will have access to this trade journal. Just make a copy of it. All right. So when you come on the trading journal from the general chat, put the link in there. You're going to set the date, the time, ticker, entry price, exit price, shares or contracts, right? So if you're doing contracts, you multiply it by 100. All right. So this, I got 10 contracts. I put 1,000 shares. Okay. Profit or loss will be calculated once you put your exit price, as well as the percentage. All right. And so you see, I did that for a couple of trades I took earlier this week. Upstart, Walmart, FedEx, ADI, STX. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to point out is immediately looking at my trade log from these trades, I notice, one, I'm winning majority of my trades. Okay, cool. Or when I lose, it's a small loss, right? But notice the times on these. 12:11, I had 10% gain. 3:58, 52% gains, overnight swing. 10:35, 20% gain. 11:38, minus 11%. 3:56, plus 132%, right? So one of the key things that I can easily identify without me having to guess, without me having to assume, without me having to be like, I wonder how that happened. I can look at this and say, yo, I make more money when I do my swings overnight, right? 356, 358, right? And those other trades I took in my channel that I could put in here, but I didn't. But it's clear that when you look through and I look at my past history, my big wins or my most solid trades are my overnight swings when it comes to swings, not me trying to swing something and entering at 12. All right, and that can be because of theta, that can be because of pullbacks, consolidation. To be real with y'all, I don't care. I don't care what it is. I just care that it happens. And so I know, okay, Jordan, cool. If you see something that triggers for a swing, you know that most likely you're more probable at having a bigger move if you enter at the end of the day, right? Or me looking for end of the day swings might be the play instead of me trying to be somebody trying to, trade the opening hour or trade during lunch, right? So when you come in your trade journal, and as you set your own trade journal up, you're going to want to make sure that including, the date, the time, what you got in, right? You want to make sure you're looking at why you took the trade. And of course, you can always edit this, right? But this one preset has trend, VWAP, 9 EMA 20, 200, MACD, RSI, support resistance, heat map, right? So it has a lot of stuff already filled in here, right? The reason why it's so important that you make sure you clearly label out why you took the trade is because then you can connect why you took the trade with why you were successful or unsuccessful, because it's all cause and effect, right? And so I did a class on this. I did like a private small group class going over this, helping some people. And one of the guys on there, he went through and he added his trades from the previous week. And he was like, yo, I went 3 for 4, right? But I noticed the one trade I lost, I got puts. And when I looked at the actual trend, the VWAP, 9 EMA, 20 EMA, it was all bullish. Right. So the one trade he lost, he took puts because he looked at it and it was like, damn, if I had realized that the trend was uptrend, if I took note that the 9 EMA was up, the 20 EMA, the stock was above that, the MACD was bullish, right? All these things were bullish and I took puts and I lost that trade. Right. So when you look at those things, they help you identify reasons to leave a trade alone because you might be feeling in your gut, oh man, puts look good here. But when you look at it, you can be like, oh, wait a minute. Puts might not be good here for real, right? And sometimes you'll notice that it still will happen where it could be over the 9 EMA, the 20 EMA, the trend might be in the uptrend and it still might come down, right? That's going to happen. Otherwise, the stocks will just trade in a range, right? Just like if support and resistance were the end all be all, everything would trade in one range. It would never break out. It would never break down, right? So you're going to have times where it could be in an uptrend and it's going to reverse. But your safer trades or your more sure trades are going to be when you're trading in the direction of the trend, the direction of the 9 EMA, 20 EMA, MACD, RSI, however you get it, right? And on your trade log, you can, of course, if you're using this one, you can edit these, swap them out with whatever you use, whether it's support and resistance, right? If it's supply and demand, you can say, was this trade in a supply zone? Was it in a demand zone, right? And the key thing is, if you can think about these things prior to entry, then you can increase your chance of success. Again, look at what I did. I logged about 5 trades, but one of the things I took away, and this was me testing out a different strategy, so it didn't include any of these MACD, 20, 200 EMA, any of that. But one thing I can clearly say is, Jordan, you are more profitable based on these 5 trades and others that I'm keeping in mind. You're more profitable when you take your swings at the end of the day. So that one change in how I trade is going to increase my profitability over time, right? And it's something I already kind of knew in the back of my head. But when you have your trade journal and when you're using your trade journal, Yvette, Anna, Kiana, Kay, Tracy, Carmel, Andrea, Bless 13, D Curry, when you're using your trade journal, you can clearly say, this is fact. Ain't no arguing with it, ain't no guessing. I clearly know that trading at the end of the day is what works for me. Trading in the first hour of the day is what works for me. Trading at the end of the day, it don't work. Trading at the first hour, it don't work, right? And so to put that into a real perspective, I'm sure I told some of y'all this on another Zoom. I had a Zoom with BW last weekend, right? And we went over his trade journal. And going through his trade journal, we saw that he took a bunch of trades. He was testing stuff out. We went through 45 trades. And we saw that SPY was causing most of his losses, right? SPY was causing most of his losses. So when we looked at that, I said, all right, bro, that's cool. We understand that. We see that now. Take SPY out of your trade journal, right? So let's go through the trade journal. Let's remove SPY. What would have happened if you didn't trade SPY at all? And it would double his profit, right? And we saw it very literally on his trade journal that if he didn't trade SPY, he would have doubled his profit. Again, you can start digging into, we kind of toyed around with the ideas a little bit, why that was. Was it the volatility? Was it the price, right? Because SPY contracts might cost $300. These other contracts might cost $100, right? And so when you're not sizing the same every way, you're getting these different results, right? We talked about that a little bit, but the biggest thing we walked away with was, you're more profitable not trading SPY than you are trying to trade SPY. So don't get caught up in everybody trading SPY. Oh, it has all the volume. Oh, everybody wants to trade SPY 0 DTE. Forget all that. The moral of the story, point of the game, isn't to trade with everybody trading, isn't to be this hoorah, I trade SPY guy. Point of this is to make money. And so if you make money not trading SPY, then damn it, don't trade SPY. Right? Me looking at my trades, looking at these 5, I saw that I made the most money swinging overnight. So what are you going to see more of from Jordan? Swinging overnight, entering towards the end of the day, right? Not in the middle of the day. Again, I could go and look at why is this? Is it theta? Is it pullbacks happening in the market? Am I getting in consolidation? Whatever. Or I could say, hey, screw it, bro. I'm going to keep it simple. I see that these intraday, I make profit, right? I can profit. 1035, I got 20% profit. 11:30, I lost 11%. 12 o'clock, I got 10%. Okay, I can make some profit intraday, right? But my biggest gains, my big wins are going to be overnight swings, right? And so that taking that into account lets me focus in on overnight swings, right? So you go ahead, you throw your scalps in here, your day trades in here, whatever it is. And now I can say, all right, cool. If I focus and shift my priority towards how do I get better at overnight swings? I see they're working. How do I get better at swinging overnight? Right now, I'm boosting up my probability of success. I'm boosting up the size of my gains. I'm boosting up my comfortability, my confidence, my calmness with trading this way because I'm focused. I'm not worried about trying to scalp. I'm not worried about trying to day trade. I'm not worried about what Moody doing, what Zay doing, what this person doing, what that person doing. Yeah, Moody, I said the because I see your camera, bro. I'm not worried about what everybody doing. I know me, and I know Jordan make money swinging overnight. It's a scalper's market. It's a day trader's market. Blah, blah, blah. I've locked in, and I figured out how I can consistently make profits swinging overnight. Will I have some losses? Yeah. All right. But doing this, I can have a clear understanding of what happened. And then if I need to pivot, I can. If I can look through this and say, damn, I've been losing my overnight swings. I done lost the last 5 of them. Now I know I can make that switch. And the reason my P&L might be dropping some is these overnight swings versus if I was scalping, right? But when you're not logging your trades and you scalping and you day trading and you swing trading, you taking Jordan trades, you taking Zay trades, you taking DD trades, you taking Eva trades, you taking Moody trades, you taking Pastor trades, you're taking whoever else trades I ain't mentioned. You don't have a clue what's making you money and what's not, right? You really don't know. But when you focus in and you can clearly identify these things, you can qualify and quantify what's giving you the best results and what's not, then you can say, damn, okay, when I trade Moody stuff, I made money. When I trade this other person's stuff, maybe I don't make as much money. And that could be because it moves too fast. You could be missing a signal, whatever the case is, right? But you can say, okay, cool. I know what I need to do more of. I need to do more of focusing in on what Moody's doing. I need to focus more in on what Jordan's doing. I need to focus more in on what this person is doing because this is what's bringing me success, right? Take it outside of trading. Steph don't be trying to dunk on nobody. Steph pull up for a 3. Giannis don't be trying to pull up for no 3s. Giannis be finna dunk on people, right? You stay in your lane with what makes you successful. And that's it. Shaq wasn't pulling up from half court. He wasn't. Shaq was like, give me the ball down low, I'm gonna body somebody. I'm Shaq, right? And that's what he did over and 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 over. And I say all those overs and overs and overs because you can trade one strategy, one time frame, one ticker, one whatever, and consistently make money, and that be cool, right? Shaq wasn't shooting no free throws. Shaq wasn't shooting no mid-range. Shaq wasn't shooting no threes. Shaq was shooting from 5 feet away from the goal or dunking. That's it, right? And he's up there, you know what I'm saying? Kareem wasn't shooting threes. Kareem was hitting the sky hook on everybody. And that's it. And they wasn't stopping it. And I say that to say that as you go through your trade log, you'll realize you don't have to trade 50 different strategies to be successful. You can trade one thing over and over again and make money consistently, right? Moody is a clear indication of that, right? I see you, Moody. I'm not unmuting you, bro. I'm rolling. I see you, though. I love you, bro. Quinn is the clear indication of that, right? Quinn, every time we hear Quinn come on the call, he said, trend lines, SPY, trend lines, SPY, trend lines. Moody is strat, supply demand, fair value gap, strat, bear flag, strat, head and shoulder strat. Pin bar strat. Right? You know what I'm saying? So in that, when you go through your trade log, you'll be able to see, yo, look, I can trade this one thing, whether it's pullbacks on the fib, whether it's one EMA crossover, whatever it is, I can trade this one thing over and over again and make money. All right. Moody, I see your hand, bro. I'm gonna get you when I'm done with the class, my guy, because this is a class. I'm rolling. Put the laughing emoji. All right. Moving along with this trade journal. Okay. Why you took the trade? Of course, you need to look at that. You need to make sure that you're trading in a way that's consistent over time, because you want to make sure you're able to duplicate and replicate your success. All right. I've been rolling. I'm about to ask y'all, put some in the chat. If y'all took profits today on a trade and you don't even know why you took profits, it just kind of happened, put a 1 in the chat. If you was like, oh, snap, I'm up. I don't know how I'm up. Put a 1 in the chat. You took profits. You don't even know how it happened. You're just glad you made money. All right. Yep. Because that's how it is. That's how it be. I understand. I get it. It's nothing new. I understand. All right. So this is part of you learning what's going on to help you make these profits. Okay, because when you see over and over again through your trade log, oh, I realized that I'm trading, and you can do this with moderator. That's a question I had before was, can you do this with moderator call outs? Yeah. If you take somebody's call out, cool, take it, still go and analyze it. While you're in the trade, go and analyze it. Jordan called out spot calls. Let me look at the trend. All right, he called it out. He said he was scalping it. Okay, let me see what the trend is. Is it uptrend, downtrend? Let me look at the VWAP. Let me look at the EMAs. Let me look at the MACD, whatever I want to look at. He said it's a bear flag. Do I see a bear flag? He says it's a bull flag. Do I see the bull flag? All right. And as you go through these things, then you're like, oh, okay, cool. I can tell when this stuff is good and when it's not. And so then you have your own trade log based on what you've taken. And you can see somebody call out a trade, and then you go check the trend and you're like, well, I know that when Jordan calls out calls and I see the trend is down, a lot of times it shoots up real quick. He catches that little like pullback and then it flipped back down to puts. So I'm going to leave this one alone, because I know that if I catch it too late, I'm going to be getting in and he's going to be calling out an exit by saying something I get filled on my trade. Right? So that way you're able to learn and protect yourself, you know, either make more money or lose less money. Right? Let's move over to mindset. Sleep well, ate breakfast, you calm, you drink water, you meditated. What's your confidence? All right. Trading isn't just based on charts. Trading is also your mentality, your headspace, your emotions. All right. If you going through something, your trade's finna be going through something too. If you feeling good, your trade's probably gonna feel good too. You feeling bad, your trades might be feeling bad too. All right. So this is another key part that when you go through, you can see, yo, I realized on days that I ain't getting no sleep, my trades was whack. Right? On days I ain't eat breakfast, my trades wasn't hitting. On days that I did get a good night's rest, I did eat a proper breakfast, I was relaxed, I was at peace, I was calm when I was on the charts, I made more money. Right? I was more likely to follow my rules when I was well rested. Right? So keeping track of these, again, will let you clearly identify what key things contribute to your success and what key things contribute to your unsuccess, missuccess, I don't know, whatever word that is, right? Your lack of success. And you can do more of the successful things, less of the unsuccessful things, right? That's what we want to do. We want to tip the scales so that you're doing more successful, less unsuccessful tactics, right? And then last part of this trade journal is your notes. Right? Overextended. Did I chase? Did I have FOMO? Was there news? Did I cut my losses short? Why did I not cut losses short? Right? Or anything else you want to put in here. Again, looking back at this, you can see certain stuff that you chased and what the results was of it. Damn, I realized that when I chase trades, sometimes I catch them, a lot of times I don't. And they keep going, you know, they'll flip as soon as I get in. Sometimes I get in, it's overextended, and I know it's overextended, right? When you're looking at a chart, if you're trading your own trade, you know you missed your entry. You know you should wait on a pullback. You know you should wait on a new entry trigger, right? Somebody called out a trade in the chat, it's up 20%. You like, dang, I missed it when they called it, but they stuff usually go up 100%. So I'm gonna get in. Now you know good and well, we also will tell you to cut that 20%, trim at 20%, take profits at 20%, because it might flip. You know the market's volatile, right? So keeping that in mind, you want to be able to go back through and look at these things so you can clearly identify when these things are happening, this happens, right? When I make this type of trade, this happens. When I do this, this happens, right? It's all cause and effect. And that's the whole point of the trade journal, is for you to be able to take in, put in 10, 15, 20 trades, assess them all. And then you can say, yo, I realized what's crazy is when SPY is going up and I try to trade puts, I usually don't win. Usually whatever I'm trading flips in the direction of SPY. So maybe I should change to trading things that are going in the direction of SPY. Maybe when SPY is going up, I should only look at calls, because clearly from my trade journal, I can tangibly, visibly see without guess, without estimate, that this thing is causing me to be unsuccessful, right? And when you make these things, you make these changes, you can see what's causing you more success, right? What questions y'all got? I'm gonna keep rolling. What questions do y'all have? Yeah, I'm looking through the chat. I'm looking through the chat. Exactly, a trade journal. Trade journal is gonna make all the difference. All the difference. All the difference. I'll tell y'all this too. I had 3 separate months where I kept a trade journal versus months that I didn't keep a trade journal. And the craziest thing is the months that I kept the trade journal and I made it public, right? And that might have been a key difference. I made it public. I doubled or tripled my account and had over an 80% win rate. When I didn't double or triple the account. Sometimes I did, but it was just different, right? But when I did, I was like, okay, cool. And that's how I came up with my, when I was trading while working full time and I was swing trading, I was like, all right, cool, simple. Here are my rules. Uptrend determined by being above 200 SMA, has to be at a support level, has to form a bullish candlestick pattern. I'm gonna get calls 2 weeks out, right? Simple. Downtrend, because it's below 200 moving average, at a resistance level, and it's forming a bearish candlestick pattern, I'm buying puts 2 weeks out, right? And I kept swinging like that because when I looked at my trade journal, I was like, damn, bro, no wonder I'm doubling my account. This is what I'm doing. And when I took trades that were outside of that, I took earnings trades, I took lottos that weren't part of that, I took somebody else trade that I saw and they were like, yeah, bro, yeah, take this, man. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, bro, I guess. I mean, you're supposed to know what you're doing, right? I saw things start to waver a little bit, but I had complete confidence and I was assured in what I was doing because I can back it up, right? I can pull up my trade journal and somebody be like, man, yeah, I don't know if that strategy worked. I'd be like, look at it. Look at the results, right? You can pull it up and say, clearly, this works for me, whether it's FIBs, whether it's EMAs, whether it's RSI, Bollinger Bands, whatever, right? You'll be able to have a clear understanding of what works for you. You'll be able to duplicate and replicate what works for you. And once you're able to replicate what has brought you success, then it's going to be easier for you to continuously be successful, right? Simple. All right. So I'll say this. Y'all put any questions y'all have in the chat. I'll say this. When you do your trade journal, it's great because you can look over it, you can review, you can learn from yourself. You can learn what you're doing wrong. You can learn what you're doing right. Right? You can see what rules you need to implement, what rules you need to drop. When you take that trading journal and you share it with somebody or you make it public, it makes it all different. Right? Think about us running the Discord, having to call out trades in our channel. I can't call out BS. I can't. Because people are looking at me and looking up to me to see what trades they can make to make money. Right? My trade journal is public. You pull up my channel in the Discord and you see what I've called out. And that's what you hold me to. Upstart plus 130%, ADI calls plus 52%, Groupon calls plus 50%, FedEx calls plus 20%, STX calls plus 10%, Walmart calls minus 10, Amazon puts minus 10, Wish puts minus 25, right? What does that say about me? I lose. I don't like losing. I don't really lose that much, but I will lose, right? But you can also clearly say, out of my 3 losers, the biggest loss I took was minus 25%, right? And that's gonna start getting to a whole nother realm when we talk about people who are losing a bunch of their money, right? You talk people who are blowing accounts. When you're talking about why is this not working for me, or why did I make money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but then I lost all my gains on one trade on Friday? Look at yourself. Look at your trade log, right? You can clearly look at that. And the second part of a trade log is the trading system. That'll probably be next week's class. I'm just laying out a trading system or a trading plan, right? But you can clearly look at my stuff and you can say, okay, cool, I did the math, right? I had 262% worth of gains, 45% worth of losses. Most people take multiple 45% losses during the week. All my losses this week added up to 45% of losses, right? And so because of that, I can say confidently, yo, hey, bro, hey, Luther, hey, Yvette, hey, Anna, hey, Edward, keep it real with you, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose some. It happens. It's a double top failed. Bear flag, caught the puts, it flipped. That happened with Amazon. Tried to scalp a bear flag, it broke down, and it shot right back up. That's what happens. Cool. I'll tell you this, though. I'm not going to let these losers overtake my winners. When I have winning trades, I'm gonna let them things run. Give me 20, give me 30, give me 40, give me 50. What else you got? 60, 70, what else you got? Right? Them losers, oh, you're going the other way? Let me cut that. Keep it pushing. Right? And you can easily tell from my trade journal, from my trade log, that I've overcome one of the biggest dilemmas traders face in being or becoming profitable, which is cutting winners too soon and letting losers run too long. Put one in the chat if that relates to you, if you identify with that. Put a 1 in the chat. You cut your losers too soon. Oh, I got 20%. Let me close that. And your loser, I'm down 20%. Well, maybe it'll turn around. I mean, I'm down 30%. I hope it comes back, though. I'm down 40%. Okay, I mean, but the market, you're down 60%. Well, damn, I might as well just let it go ahead and go. I mean, at this point, I'm down 60%. Yeah. Down 80%. Well, it's over with. Right? That's one of the biggest things that I see the ones in the chat, right? That's one of the biggest things that you have to make sure you work towards overcoming is cutting those losers, realizing it's a loss, accepting it, right? And this is where they say, like, trading reveals who you are as a person. Me as a person, when stuff isn't going how I want it to go, I accept it for what it is. Hey, this ain't the one. This ain't it. This job ain't it. This person ain't it. This situation ain't it. Whatever. It is what it is. There's nothing in my power that's going to change this person to be it. There's nothing in my power that's going to change this job to be it. So I'm going to walk away. Protect myself, right? Cut my losses short. Rather than stick with this person for years, stick with this job for years, knowing damn well it ain't it, right? And so you carry that over, you can see that the quicker you can cut those losses, the quicker you can put yourself in a different position to be going to the upside, right? There's so many opportunities that you miss holding on to something that's bad for you, that's wrong for you, right? We're talking about trades, but it relates to outside of trades, right? You miss so many opportunities for something that's better because you're holding on to what's bad, hoping it changes. or something that's already good right in front of your face. But you can't take this good trade because you got all your money in this trade, hoping that it flip around and reverse, and it's not, right? So let me look at the chat. When do you exit when the swing doesn't work? The next day, even though you have 2 weeks out? That's right. Whenever I exit a trade, all my exits are based off of whenever my trade setup is invalidated. All right. And that's why I talk to y'all about trading based off of price, trading based off of your strategy, and not trading based off of your P&L, not trading based off your percentage. All right. So one of the key things that I do to eliminate the possibility of me losing is using a stop loss or a trailing stop loss when I'm up 10% in profit, so that I can't lose. Once I go up 10% in profit, I can't lose. I immediately move a stop loss up to 0%, break even. If the trade pulls back, it's like, ding, you got stopped out, break even. Hey, okay, cool, whatever. All right. But if I do that continuously, like we see, and that happened with that's how I got out with 10% with STX. All right, it went up. I was up 17%, I think. I put in the chat, we up 17%, 20%, whatever. I put a stop loss at 10%. And I went about my day. It came back down, stopped me out at 10%. Cool. Right? But whenever my trade setup becomes invalid, whether that's based on a new low being made, if you're using an indicator, if it's based off an indicator reversing or hitting a certain point, right? That's when you exit, because it's no longer valid, right? And one of the things you can do to take yourself and think about this differently is remove yourself from that trade mentally and say, all right, cool, I see this chart. You're in the trade, you like, damn, I'm down 40%. Maybe it'll come back. Think about this. Ask yourself this. Literally ask yourself this. Say it out loud when you're looking at the chart. If I wasn't in this trade, would I get in right now? If I wasn't in it and I'm looking at it how I'm looking at it now, would I take it? And the majority of the time, the answer is no. But you continue to stay in the trade because you're already in. But if you know you wouldn't take it if you weren't already in, then you know it's not a good trade to be in, right? You know that. Otherwise, you'll be like, yeah, I get in right now. But if you look at it, you're like, damn, I'm in it, it's going down right now. Would I get in this right now if I wasn't in it? Nah, it's clearly going down and I'm in calls. Then why are you still in calls? Close the calls, switch to puts, or just close the calls, right? So you have to accept that and be able to be like, okay, cool, it didn't work out how I planned, whatever, cut, snip, snip, move on to the next thing, bigger and better, right? So that's just it. That's the whole part where psychology comes into the trading, and where you can really mess yourself up by trying to force in your head, trying to force something to happen that you have no control over, right? That's what we're talking about, controlling your controllables. You can't control what the stock market does. You can't control what FOMC or what Jerome Powell says. You can't control what war is going on. You can't control what laws go into effect on China. You can't control what the stock market does in the next minute, right? But what you can control, not what the president says, but you can control how you manage your trades. You can control how you manage your stop losses. You can control your rules for entry, your rules for exit, your rules for risk management, your rules for position sizing, right? And when you control those things, then the uncontrollables don't matter as much, because you develop rules and strategy to process your uncontrollables. I can't control when Jerome Powell's going to speak. I can't control whether or not I take a trade, whether or not I size my trade, right? Somebody in the group the other day, when they had FOMC, they almost blew their account. What happened? Oh, FOMC, I bought a bunch of calls and it went down. I thought I was going to shoot up. Put 80% of my account in calls. Tough, right? They blew their account trying to trade FOMC full port, right? But then you establish the rule, I'm not trading FOMC. Or you learn how to trade FOMC. And there's a way to trade almost anything. All right. Kim and Mike with Blacks, they've taught about how to trade CPI off the chart, how to trade earnings off a chart. All right. You can chart earnings and be consistently profitable if you find a strategy for it. It's just doable. I've done it. It's doable. Right. So you have to take that into account and say, all right, cool. These are my rules. This is my system based on my trade log. I know that scalping works for me. Day trading, I'm garbage at. Swing trade, I'm garbage at. Okay, well, damn it, I'm not finna try to swing trade. I don't care how many times people talk about swing trade, glorify swing trade. I'm finna scalp. If I'm working 9 to 5, I'm scalping during my lunch break. All right, cool. You don't need 2 hours to scalp. You need 10 minutes. All right. And so you start working and honing in on that. How to identify scalps for 10-minute trades, and you'll be good. Right? If it's swing trading that you look through your trade journal after 20 trades, you're like, wow, my swings make me money, but my day trades don't. Stop day trading. Swing. And if you want to day trade, start learning how I can become more profitable with day trading. Right? Split your accounts up. Take 80% of your money, put it in one account, take 20% in this other account. 20% account is your test account. I'm trying new strategies. I'm testing this thing out, testing that thing out, because I still want to, come up with something new. The 80%, that's my money maker. Right. And I still do this. I have an account that I still just trade credit spreads in, because credit spreads are a way to consistently make money. And it's pretty easy. To me, it's pretty easy to identify opportunities and then execute the trade. And then as you learn, you'll realize that selling options gives you a higher chance of making money than buying options, right? So I'm putting myself in a position to win. And when you factor in that you can clearly see, hey, this trade has an 80% chance of success, you factor in the technicals, it's hard to lose, right? And then you learn how to operate the moral of the story is, I still have a separate account where I'll test stuff out, where I'll do my lottos because I feel like doing a lotto, where I feel like trading earnings, where I feel like I'm going to test this strategy out because I want to be able to give this strategy to MSC, right? I have that. But you have to make sure you clearly identify and hone one thing first. Because again, you have to look at why you're trading in the first place, right? Why are you trading in the first place? Are you trading to become somebody who knows 100 strategies? Did you say, damn it, I'm going to start trading stocks so I can be a person that has 100 strategies? Or did you say, I'm trading stocks so I can learn how to make some money from my phone? Okay, you learn how to trade stocks, you can make money from your phone. Focus on that. Don't worry about 100 strategies. Don't worry about 100 indicators. Hey, your opening 1 hour strategy work and make you money, trade that. Trade the crap out of that. Every day. There's a market open, every market open. So you can trade your market open strategy every day. All right. Your strategy is inside bars. It's inside bars every day. Trade it. All right. What questions y'all got? What questions do y'all have? Pop in the chat. I'm trading to quit my job. You can do that, right? So start with this, G Bree. That's what I did. Start with this. Start with getting consistent and making a certain amount per week, right? You know how much you want to make per week. Start with that. Hey, you know what? My job pays me XYZ per month. Say it pays you $8,000 per month, right? That means you want to make 2 racks per week to replace your job. Plus you got to cover your own benefits. Okay, maybe you want to make 3 racks, right? Whatever. Okay, cool. Let me first figure out how I can make $500. Can I make $500, right? And that's the thing that I think a lot of people get caught up on, because when I ask people are like, I'm losing money, I'm not successful, blah, 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 blah. And I say, all right, tomorrow, if I say you can take one trade, but you have to give me a 10% profit. Could you do it? Matter of fact, put in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you know that on Monday, you could find one trade and you could almost say, Jordan, I bet you I can give you 10% on this one trade. Give me a 1 in the chat. I see you, BW, Edward, Kia, Aisha, Jesse, Tracy, Quinn, Oak Cliff. All right, you said you can't. That's cool. You work on it. Right? We got some people saying they're not able to yet. I ain't finna hear none of that. I can't. Not yet. I'm working on it. Almost there. There we go. Switch that language. You tell yourself you can't. You won't ever be able to. You tell yourself you're working on it. That means you're working on it. Right? So nah, it's not you can't. Right now, I don't feel confident in it. I'm developing the skill set to be able to do so, right? It's all in how you talk to yourself, right? Okay, cool. So some of y'all who say y'all can, right? If you feel like you can, then that's what you do, right? That's what you do. You say, yo, you know what? I can pull 10%. Let me go get that. And you get it, right? If you take 1G, get you 10%, that's $100. That's $100 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. $500. $500 cover your gas for the month, covers your groceries for the month, most likely, unless you got like 8 kids. Probably covers something else too. Cool, that's it. All right, next week you got your car paid for. Boom. Right? Week after that, you got your light bill, you got your gas bill, you got your water bill paid for. Boom. All right. That's how you start working towards replacing your job with trading. Take yourself just one bill. Your phone bill is what? It's $80 a month, whatever it is. All right, cool. Can I make $80? Let me get $80. And then make sure you withdraw. All right. Don't just sit there and make profits in your account and watch the numbers in your account go up and down like it's a EKG. Right? Take the money out. Pay yourself. For those who say not yet, that's cool, right? You work on it. And that's where the trade law comes in, because again, you can see whether it's moderator trades, whether it's your own trades. Hey, when I take DD trades, I print. I notice that I make money. When I take this other person's trades, I don't make the same amount of money. I don't make money as consistently, right? You identify that. If it's a different Discord, if it's a different whatever, I don't know where y'all getting y'all trades from or why y'all do what y'all do, but taking the trade journal, to get us back to the point of this class, taking your trade journal, you can clearly identify what makes you money, what doesn't. You do more of what does, less of what doesn't. And you're going to find out that you have more success than you don't have success, right? So that's it. That's it. It's not harder than it has to be. Don't make it too complicated, right? Like I said, I put the link to this in the general chat so you can access the trade journal. You can make a copy of it. You start putting your trades in there. Again, why you took the trade, you can adjust this. I don't use RSI. Okay, change it out, right? I trade the strat. I trade Elliott wave. What type of wave was it? Was it a flat? Was it a zigzag pattern? I don't know if Kim on here, but she'll like that I said that. Oh, whatever it is, was it an analyst trade? Cool. I took the analyst trades. I only take analyst trades. Still go through them. This is your account, right? The analyst account and your account are two different things. So it's not I just take Zay's stuff and that's what it is. I just take Jordan's stuff and that's what it is. No, go through there, take Jordan's trade, look at his trade after the fact, during the fact, before the fact, and be like, yo, Jordan called this out. It's completely going against trend. From the trade journal, the past 10 trades I took from Jordan, I noticed that the 3 he called out that were going against the trend, those ain't work out so well. I'm not taking this one. Right? And now you're limiting your possibility for having failure. Simple, right? But you have to make sure that if you want to actually make it with trading, if you want to be successful with trading, which very few do, There's a reason why so few people are profitable. If I had to say one of the top, let's say top 5, top 10, when it comes to like mental or psychological, it's because nobody wants to take damn accountability for their own damn trades. Just like people don't want to take no accountability for themselves with the gym, with their diet, with their job, with their finances, or raising their damn kids, or whatever the case is. Sorry if that might have offended you, but hopefully y'all get my point. Right? When you pass off responsibility, you pass off the ability to change and get the results you want. If the reason you're not in shape is because your personal trainer, they just don't, they don't push you enough. So that's why you're not getting the result. Why don't you push yourself? Oh, well, they told me to do this way. I could probably do more, but they told me that why you ain't do more? Why? You can go to the gym when they're not there. You can go to the gym whenever you want, right? Same with the trade law. Well, I'm losing money because Jordan's trades, I mean, I don't know, he been losing. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the trades. Oh, I noticed when I looked at the MACD, when Jordan trades and he calls out something, and the MACD on the 1 hour is bullish, and he called out calls, usually it hit. When the MACD is bearish, usually it missed. Next time Jordan calls out a trade, I'm looking at the damn MACD to see if it's bullish or bearish. And if it's bullish and he called out calls, I'm in it because I know those hit. If it's bearish, I'm out. Let me look at the past 10 lottos Jordan called out on earnings. Okay. Man, I mean, he hit on half of them. The ones he hit, they went 200, 300%. The ones he missed, it was like minus 40. Okay. All right. And do that with yourself as well. Okay. Hold yourself accountable for your trades because it's your account, it's your money. And at the end of the day, your success with this is all on you. We're here to help. You got resources to help. But if you don't say it's on me to make myself successful, Alfredo, Andrea, Anna, Ariel, Bless 13, BW, Carmel, Cassandra, Charm, Creed, DC Hunt, D. Curry, Denise, Edward, Eartha, Evelyn, Galaxy A10, Gigi, HPAT, Aisha, iPhone, James, Jabri, Jesse, K, Kiana, Carrie, Korea, Kia, Mia, Latoya, Laquan, Long, Los, Luther, Marion, Mayor, Money Sniper, Oak Cliff, Pontes, Prince J, Quinn, Rothschild, Robert, Sam, Sharita, Stevie Boy, TB, Tara, Tiffany, Tracy, Wiley, Zaytoven, Yvette, Zoom user. If y'all don't say it's on me to make sure and ensure my success, then you are not going to be successful. You're not. If you don't say it's on me to make sure I get this, all right? I'm gonna look through the chat one more time, see if there's any more questions. The journal is in the general chat. All right. Cool. Look at y'all in the chat. It's on me. It's on me. It is, man.